learners, welcome to bloggertutor.com. Today I have WPvivid, which is a backup plugin, and I am going to compare this with two other very popular backup plugin, Duplicator and Updraft. Now many of you who are in WordPress industry definitely know about Updraft because this is the most popular backup plugin available there. But there is one more which is Duplicator, which I personally used when I haven't had this WPvivid plugin. But after using it for more than 1 year, it's like go-to tool for me for creating backups, for creating staging sites, for migrating websites, and I'm going to show you how easy it is to do it with WPvivid instead of Updraft and Duplicator. So I already written a blog about this video, WPvivid versus Duplicator versus Updraft. I will put the link in the description. If you don't want to see the video, go to the link, read the blog, see the comparison table, check the features you want, and check the pricing of course, and move with your desired backup plugin. And there is one exclusive discount for you by WPvivid for Blogger Tutor community. Make sure you check video till last if you want that, or you can check the blog if you want that. I will include that coupon code in the last section of this video. Okay, now for those who are using Duplicator, if you find it useful, if you find it easy, just stick with it because it's another backup plugin. It's not something that you should switch. It's not a theme, it's not a builder, it's just a backup plugin. So if you are using Duplicator, stick to it. If it's easy for you, if it's giving you the value you need, giving you the feature you need. Okay, but for those who are here to choose from any of three plugins, who wants a new plugin for their for the website to backup, let me show you a detailed comparison between Updraft, Duplicator and WPvivid. So first of all, let me tell you a few core things that a backup plugin should have. So first is backup success rate, which is good in all of them. I mean the best in all of them. And then the second is offsite backup, which means you should be able to automatically sync your backup, which is made on WordPress, to any cloud like Google Drive, OneDrive, Dropbox, or any other cloud services, even through FTP. So all of them provide this service. So WPvivid have that, Duplicator have that, and Updraft has it, because these are the core features you need in your backup plugin. The next feature that is very good for me and for you as well is migrating websites. Okay, so migrating websites with Updraft and WPvivid is almost same. You have to create a key and link it to the site. I will show you in this video in the next part of the video. But migrating website with Duplicator is a little bit tricky because you have two methods of doing it. First, you create a backup, download it and restore it on a fresh installation of WordPress, or you can download the backup, have an installer file, upload it to your FTP, and then create a database and then link the database to that, run the installer, and it will install everything. The success rate of all the restoration and all the migration are almost same, but with WPvivid, honestly telling, sometime migrating website from a shared hosting to a shared hosting is time consuming. It takes a lot more time than Updraft or Duplicator. Okay, so it's more like resource consuming, I can say, but after tweaking few settings in the WPvivid, you can make it faster. Okay, so these are the core features that we should have in a backup plugin. So let's move to the comparison part, and we will see what are the features that are in WPvivid and are not in Updraft or Duplicator. Okay, so let's move to the screen. I have installed Duplicator. So here is Duplicator, here is WPvivid, and there is Updraft in the settings section. Okay, quickly let me introduce you to the WPvivid plugin. So on the dashboard, you will see these features. Okay, so this is normal plugin dashboard. You have the manual backup feature, you have the scheduled backup feature, and yet another essential thing in a backup plugin that you should be able to schedule a backup. On all of them you can schedule the backup, so this is again a essential feature. Then backup and restore, of course we are making backup to restore it. Then cloud storage, which I again told you what is that. Then there is export and import site, which is there is something a little bit confusing here. When you click on export, it's like migration. When there is one more export import page, which is like the WordPress importer. This is work like a WordPress importer. So yep, so this is the dashboard, and currently I have enabled image optimization, which is I'm going to explain later, and I have enabled export pages, URL replacement, unused image cleaner, staging. Okay, now white label feature, database snapshot, and role capabilities I haven't installed. I can just click here and it will be installed and activated. But for now I am not going to use those, because these are mostly for the agencies. You need white label when you run agency and you have clients. You don't want them to see which plugins are you using for the backup, right? And this is a role capabilities when you want your client not to mess with your settings in the backup plugin, because clients are like, they just want to explore things without knowing what it can harm in the site. Okay, so you can make a role for the editor, or maybe, and you can restrict them not to be able to navigate through this plugin. Okay, then there are few other options same as these. You can navigate from here. Then let's go to Duplicator dashboard. So the Duplicator doesn't have a dashboard, especially they have this packages menu where you can create backups. Packages here means backups. Okay, then you have import setting. When you have downloaded a backup from another site, you can click here import, and you can drag and drop that backup over here. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. This is what something that is a little bit inconvenient, like you have to download backup and upload. This is where WPvivid and Updraft take a step up, and they do site to site migration directly. You don't need to download the backup. Okay, then you have storage setting, as I mentioned, we have on all of them. Then there is tools, where you can say check the information about your server, scan validator, and PHP information. This section can be useful if you are a techie guy and your server is not creating backup, or something is missing with the backup. You can use this tool section to do all those stuff. Okay, because there is Duplicator logs and then PHP logs, etc. Okay, then now here is the setting. This is not a tutorial video, so I'm not going to explore everything, but you can see you have all the feature. You can change the journal setting, migrate setting, etc. Now let's move to the draft backup dashboard. So they have the dashboard. Okay, so here you have this first page, which is backup and restore, then migrate and clone, then setting, and then advanced tools. So in migrate and clone, as I told you, this is more like migrating site from site to site. You just need to create another WordPress site and install the same plugin, create a site. So let's say if I want to send this backup to a site, so I have to add a site key. So how do I get site key? When I receive a backup. So I should receive a backup, then I create a site key. Okay, so this is site key. I should copy. So this site key should be generated from the website where you want to receive this backup. So it will send this backup from this site to the site which have this site key directly without even downloading it. Okay, and then you can restore it. So it will be like migrating site using backup restoration. Okay, so this is what it is. And Updraft clone is more like creating a staging over your site. So this feature is only available for those who have Updraft clone account. So if you don't know, Updraft Plus sells few other services, including their backup plugin. They sell their service called I don't remember what its name was. It's something like cloud. It was a Updraft Central. Yeah, so you should have Updraft Central account or Updraft clone account to be able to access this feature. But here, when it comes to WPvivid, you have a staging feature. Yeah, so you can clone the whole website without even having a dedicated subscription for that, or without having a different WordPress website, without creating a different WordPress website. So let me show you what I mean. When you go to dashboard, or you can directly navigate to staging sites, you can literally create a staging with a few clicks, with like one click. So let me create a staging site. So when I click on staging, it is asking me to choose where you want to create a staging. So let's say I want to create it under let's say my domain is this onrocket.site/staging. So I just have to put staging, and my new site will be live here /staging. Okay, now for a different data, for a database, I have to create a different custom table prefix that will make it easy for us to see visually which database table is linked with our staging and which is linked with our live website. Now you have to choose what you want to move to the staging. So these are things, and when you click on creating staging, it will show you our live log. So you can see the log is being created. So okay, so 42% and it will be done. So yeah, this is what WPvivid have and others don't have, staging features. So for me, I mostly use Rocket.net and Cloudways for hosting. So they have their native staging feature, but if you are on a shared host, if you are on a host where staging is not allowed, or you just want staging for some testing purpose or whatever use case, you can directly create it from your WordPress website itself. So this feature is not available in Updraft and not available in Duplicator. And now let's move to so it's completing, and after completing this we will move to another feature which is available here, which is called Unused Image Cleaner. So when you are new in WordPress, you import a lot of templates, you add a lot of images, and then after a few months you see that you are not using those images. So you have two methods. Okay, so first you have to clean it one by one. Okay, like choose which image you are not using, and you don't even know which one you are using and which one you are not using. So and the second method will be to have a tool which scans through the site, checks the images you have used, and then create a database that these images are not being used across the site, and then you can simply delete them with one click, or you can selectively delete them. So this is where Unused Image Cleaner feature comes handy, because in a backup plugin, having image unused feature is like plus point, you can say, because whenever you are creating a backup, it's like 2 GB, and you have 1.5 GB images in which you are just using 200 MB images. So you want to clean those 1.3 GB files, right? So what you will do, you will just enable this add-ons from your WPvivid installer, and boom, you can just delete 1.3 GB of your unused images which you are not using. Okay, then you have one more plus point, one more extra feature, which is image optimization feature. Now image optimization is something that people generally use to like Imagify or ShortPixel, EWW image optimizer or something like that. If you have WPvivid, you don't need them, because most of them are subscription basis. You have to pay monthly. Like I use Imagify, it's monthly subscription. So if I want to optimize my images for performance point of view, for converting them to WebP to serve better on the browser, I can just come here and then optimize it. Okay, in the setting you can see what it can do. So there is this feature on the setting, you can see optimize image immediately. So if you enable it, whenever you upload a media to your media library, it will be optimized automatically. Then customize what will be optimized. You can select the folder, which folder you want to exclude from optimization and which folder you want to include. Then there are optimization level. So super, lossy, lossless. Basically I will prefer super maybe. Then you have the custom where you can set like 80% compression. Then compress GIF images, leave exif data. Exif data is the data that is added to images, like location of the image, detail about camera, etc. Okay, then the colors, and then resizing, and then how many thumbnails you do. If you don't know about WordPress working, you don't know about these thumbnails, these are automatically generated into your WordPress website. Okay, so this which one you want to optimize and which one you don't. Then there is one feature that I love. I love this feature a lot, because this converts your JPG, PNG and GIF to WebP. And when it comes to websites, WebP is the best format you can have for fast rendering, okay, in browsers, of course. Then enable WebP format. This will replace your JPG. So first this will convert your JPG, PNG and GIF to WebP, and then this will serve your WebP. So it's like replacing your JPG URL with the WebP one. So you have two methods, the picture, the rewrite. If you are already using like Short Pixel or Magify, you are more aware of this feature. Okay, then when I go to this exclude path and etc. So this is not a tutorial video. So these are the things here. If you want a tutorial video on WPvivid, I am planning to make it live on the next week. So make sure you subscribe this channel so that you can get a notification about the video. And it will be a detailed tutorial guide and what you can achieve, what are other things that you can do with WPvivid, because this plugin is really intuitive. Then we have backup error restoration, of course, and there is one more feature called incremental backup. If you run the backup plugin, when you go to packages, if you run the backup, it will create a backup from scratch. But when it comes to incremental backup, it is like creating a backup over backup. So you create a backup and then there are few changes that has been done on your site. So what it will do is it will create a backup of those changes only. Okay. So what then whenever you will restore, it will restore your old backup and plus incremental backup. So it will update those settings. So it will work like that. And then again you have other features like export pages and backup schedule. So you can schedule backup like hourly basis, daily basis, whatever you want. I mostly prefer 24-hour basis, like daily, which is called. This is incremental backup and this is journal backup. So there is one catch here. You can't enable both of them at the same time, and that actually makes sense because you don't want two type of backups. You just want one type. If you want general backups, go with general backup, which is like getting complete backups. Incremental backups comes handy when you have a big site like 5 GB, 10 GB of a website, and you don't want your disk storage to be filled with the backup itself, right? So this is where it comes handy. The incremental backup feature will enable you to create a short changes backups only, not the complete backup of 5 or 10 GB. Okay. So for a small site, I will still prefer the general backup, which is a complete backup. But for a heavy site or e-commerce website, incremental backup can be handy. Now, import export site, I already explained. This is a migration feature, which is good and it's great feature. Okay, it is available in Updraft as well, but only in the pro version. But in WPvivid, it is available in free version. So what are the key outcomes that what are the key things that you can conclude with the video? So which one should you choose? What are the pricings? Okay, so I have explained all the features which are available in WPvivid, Updraft and Duplicator. Now let's come to the pricing. So when you see the pricing, it's very sad to say that some of them are very expensive. Like if you want to go with Duplicator, it's $70 per year, and you will not even get all those features that I explained. Like you will not get site-to-site migration, you will not get staging feature, you will not get image optimization, you will not get unused image cleaner, you will not get incremental backup features. So these are 5 key features that you should have in your backup plugin, right? So this is where Duplicator is a step back with WPvivid, because WPvivid costs only $49 instead of $70, and it has those features. Okay, with Updraft Plus, you will get incremental feature. You will get site migration, site to site migration, which is moving a site directly to another site. But you will not get the staging feature, you will not get the image cleaner, you will not get the image optimizer feature, you will not get the white labeling, you will not get the feature to restrict user roles. So these are few features that are still worthy and the cost is less. So why should you pay 70 USD if you have another plugin in 50 and you are getting extra features? And the development of this WPvivid is really active. You can let me just show you the change logs of WPvivid. Here, as you can see, this is change log for backup in Migration Pro. So the last update was on 20 September. Today is 7 October. Then another one was on 5 August, 16 August, 4 August, June. So they are good in sending updates regarding bugs or any new features. They have rolled out a new feature about database snapshot, where you can create a database snapshot or backup without getting the file backup itself. which is again handy on e-commerce site, I guess, because the database of e-commerce site changes very quickly when user places any order or any product is out of a stock, something like that. So it's handy only to sites with e-commerce feature or something where database is changing quickly. Okay, and then you have this image optimization pro updates. So basically they are add-ons inside your backup plugin. So if you don't want, like you don't want image optimization pro, you can disable it. So this is how it works. So again, the updates are here. You can see what are the issues they fixed. Okay, now let's come to the exclusive discount section. So if you are on my site, you can already see that the coupon code is blogger20. You will get flat 20% off on every plan. And the most important part of the pricing of WPvivid, you can get a lifetime subscription. You don't need to pay yearly basis. Okay, so when you go to see plans, you can see that they have this lifetime plan. So if you go for ultimate and click on buy now and apply my coupon code, which is blogger20, you will get flat $50 off. So let me blogger20 and apply coupon code, and boom, okay, so it will be like $60 off for you by blogger20 team. Okay, so make sure you check this WPvivid. Make sure you do your own research if you want. Make sure to try this out, because this have the free version itself. You just need to search on WordPress repository about WPvivid, try it out. And personally, I'm using this one from last 1 year, and I feel like this is all-rounder plugin. You have all the features you need in a backup plugin. So this is the end of the video. Make sure you subscribe this channel, and see you on the next video.